What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Guys, wanted to do just a quick little recap here of the Colts' first joint practice against the Arizona Cardinals. Some good, some bad, just a couple things in it. It'll be a little bit fun to kind of break it all down, but just wanted to go ahead and do this real quick. First and foremost, I wanted to say that it looks like from the sounds of it, the Colts offense did a fantastic job today. Anthony Richardson, another great, spectacular performance. One-on-one drills with with the wide receivers. Anthony Richardson delivered a beautiful back shoulder throw to Adonai Mitchell, who absolutely cooked on a deep route for a touchdown catch in the end zone. Don't know which corner it was against, but he cooked him. And then there was another tremendous play as well where Anthony Gold ended up getting behind the defense for an easy touchdown where Anthony Richardson connected for an extremely long touchdown. Again, Anthony Richardson, man, he was throwing the ball deep today. We saw from the first week, everything was pretty well maintained. Everything was kind of dimmed down. But in this practice, they let Anthony Richardson flip that thing, man, and he was throwing it deep. He connected for several touchdowns with Michael Pittman Jr. Had a couple of had a great series where he hit Alec Pierce on 3 straight passes. And then another 50-yard pass that was called for a DPI intended for Alec Pierce as well. The run game for the Indianapolis Colts in the first set of 11-on-11s was not great. But then the second set did much better. Jonathan Taylor had a couple good ones. Evan Hall had a couple of really good ones as well. So overall, when we look at what the Indianapolis Colts offense did against the Arizona Cardinals in this joint practice, they were very, very good. They had a lot of really good things going for them, and that is exactly what you want to see Indianapolis doing, especially with, people were asking what was going to be of them after the preseason game. We didn't get to see a lot of them, but we saw a lot in this one, and they performed excellently. As far as the defense goes, now it's a little bit different here. The defensive line, from what it counts, a lot of people were saying that the defensive line for the Indianapolis Colts was having a field day with the offensive line for against the Cardinals. We're getting a lot of pressures. We're getting a few sacks. Obviously, no touch when it comes to the quarterback. But nevertheless, they did a great job there of getting pressure, consistent pressure, which is a great thing to hear for this unit. And also another thing too, before we get into everything else, a lot of guys back for this practice, which is great to hear. Juju Brents, Carlisle, Buckner, a couple other guys, I think. So it was especially on the defensive side. So it was great seeing a lot of players back this time around that, have missed the last couple days or weeks of practice. It was good to see them be able to get out there and get their feet wet as well. We saw Juju Brents was not good. Was a game time nod because of the I think it was the shoulder, if I'm not mistaken. But they got him back out there today. Buckner back out there today. So really good to see that. Good to see guys coming back from the injuries and everything else. But as far as like when it comes to the secondary, from what I gathered is that the it was not a great day. It was not a great day. Um, it was really really bad. Like, I mean, from what I said to you guys, if Anthony Richardson, who did pretty well in practice today, I mean, the Arizona Cardinals made it look even easier at times. From what it sounds like, is the secondary was getting absolutely torched in this practice. So, not a great sign if you are the Indianapolis Colts in this secondary, kind of reemphasizing the same point that all of us Colts fans have been saying for the longest time, that this Colts defense needs something in the secondary. It's I think the one of the only few plays that was made today. Dallas Flowers and Julian Blackman, the only ones to really make any kind of plays. Blackman with an interception, Dallas Flowers with an interception. Outside of that, everybody else was getting cooked. So, that's that. So, I mean, we've been saying it forever, guys. Like, I mean, if the Colts aren't looking at this and see, I know. Now, here's the thing: like 1-on-1s and 7-on-7s, like that stuff favors wide receivers. Like when you only are going 1-on-1 against somebody, that favors the wide receiver by a long shot. 7-on-7s, when the secondary is the only one looking, I mean, that is 100%. That's 100% helping the offense, because the only thing you have to focus on is the wide receivers and the quarterbacks. You're not worried about anything else. So it makes it easier. I get that. But even in the 11-on-11s, they were not doing great. They were not doing good. And so I'm not going to repeat the same thing over again, guys. We need help in the secondary. We absolutely do. As far as anything else goes on, can go ahead and kind of just talk about like Josh Downs was there on a scooter today. A few things that was said with Shane Steichen after the meeting was done. Head coach Shane Steichen says he hopes Raekwon Davis, who has yet to practice due to high blood pressure, can return sooner rather than later. When asked if this could linger into the season, his exact words were, "I hope not." So we're hoping to see Raekwon Davis back relatively soon. Again, guys, we haven't seen Raekwon Davis practice with the Colts yet in training camp. Certainly hope to see him back here within the next few weeks. Shane Steichen also had no update on Trey Sermon, who left Sunday's preseason opener with a hamstring injury. Remember, Evan Hall took a majority of the second team snaps. Said he had high praise for Anthony Richardson. Richardson and Gould, actually, after today's practice. So Richardson looks sharp in 11-on-11, and Gould continues to shine. Probably worthy of some more first team reps. Now, obviously, with Anthony Gould getting in there because of the injury to Josh Downs, still no timetable on Josh Downs, but obviously he's in a cast. He's keeping it elevated. He's in a scooter, staying off that thing as much as possible until the Colts have their next game in basically about 3 weeks from now. Their first regular season game, I should say. Plenty of time. We don't know how long this will be for Josh Downs, but best to just stay off of it right now until we get more. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts on everything I've given you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And as always, go Colts.